Yeah, what's up, Nick? Hey, Miss Tessie. How you guys doing? Figure out, Miss Tessie, you getting ready? Rico, what's up? Got some classics here tonight. The Mighty Zeppelin, Maniac, Grammy, how you doing? Miss Tessie, ready for tomorrow? Tonight and tomorrow? Man, they're calling for like 12 inches now. It's already started here. We got freezing rain. I'm going to be shoveling tomorrow as much as I can. I'm not supposed to, but. Brenda. Maniac Grammy. That must be Brenda. Okay, yeah. It's been a while since I've been on here. About a month, guys. So we'll see how many people we can build up. Scotty's here. Me and Scott were road dogs. Starscream. How you doing? I'll give you a wrench there. Everybody gets a wrench. It's one of my all-time favorite Zeppelin songs. I hear you, Miss Tessie. I ain't got shit to do tomorrow, so I reckon I'm ready. They got 12 to 16 coming. We got about 8 to 12. But every time I look at the Weather Channel, it goes up. All right, guys. Let's see. Let's post a link. There you go. There is the link for the panel. I don't know how long I'll be on here for. Probably not very long, maybe an hour or less. We'll see how many people we get. Oh man, brother Rick's up here. What's up, Rico?
What's going on, Sam? Is that quick enough?
Lightning.
I did this before once.
Lightning McQueen. Oh shit! Look who's here.
Who?
That boy's in the house.
Yeah.
Click on the link, fat boy. No snow yet. Just we got some sleet going on out there.
That's me. Let me stop that. Got it.
I couldn't even hear it over top of Led Zeppelin here. Starscream, man. I don't know where I must have met her in somebody else's room. Sorry, I didn't recognize you. So what's going on, Rick?
SOS. Just chilling.
How much they calling for down your way?
It's supposed to be maybe a little dusting if it gets cold enough, but it's raining so bad it'll probably just be wet, you know.
Lucky you.
Mm-hmm. I don't want none.
I don't want it either, man.
Rick got the sticks burnt. Good deal. You was burning on them in that stream today.
I mean, this is gonna be a major storm coming our way up here in the Northeast.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it. A friend of mine sent me a picture of it. Showed all over, all up through Maine, New York, all up through that area. Just a big wave of it going across. It was huge, huge storm coming.
Huge nor'easter. It's gonna snow from tonight until tomorrow sometime.
Yeah,
Carl.
Nick, it works fine. I used it. The link works fine.
What's up, Carl? Well, let me try again, Nick. Wait, wrong one. There we go.
I'm gonna go make me a cup of coffee and be right back, Sam.
All right. Yes. Let me see where Country Girl's at. What the hell? After the song, anyway. Man, I don't know how to do all this, Nick. All right. It's been a while. White Tupac, hey, buddy. How you doing? Nope, got the wrong one. Hang on, Nick. I forget how to do this, man. It's been so long. Nick, your name's not even coming up.
Knock, knock.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? What's up? It's the White Tupac. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man. How's it going?
Good, good. You?
Good. You got to turn your YouTube off. Muted, I mean.
I'm on my phone.
Oh, there's an echo.
How's it now?
Hey. Okay. Still there, but it's real low.
Oh, hold on a second, then.
Nick, I'll put it in your email or whatever on your about section because it wasn't coming up. It used to be, Nick, man, we used to have it down. It used to be real easy, man, but I don't know. Dang on. YouTube's changing everything, I guess. Aprons is here. Hey, Aprons. So what's going on, everybody? There he is. All right. Tupac's back.
Yo, yo. How's it now?
Hey. Okay, much better.
Nice. I just wanted to stop in and say hi and see how you're doing, man.
Oh, not too bad. I can't complain. Every day's a holiday.
Nice.
That's true, by the way.
Nice. I just did pranks with the Microsoft scammers. And I had one of them on my YouTube channel. It was fucking hilarious. He kept swearing at me and everything. He's like, you stop calling, you bitch boy. I shut your channel then. It was hilarious because on the phone, I'm like, you're on a live stream right now, eh? He's like, what's your channel? I'm like, the White Tupac. I'm like, what's yours? He's like, I'm not telling you. I have 40,000 subscribers. I said, dude, come on. So I call back. He's like, I'm watching your channel, the White Tupac. I said, good. Come in the chat. I looked at all the mods. I said, don't mess with him. Just leave him be. Let's hear what he's got to say. And he's just losing it. I look at his thing. He's got 0 subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
You know what? I hit my subscribers, and now I don't even know how many I got.
Nice.
I could care less about all that anyway, but
yeah. Exactly.
But I hit him, and I haven't been on here in about a month, and I just went on here. I'm like, let me see what the number's at, and I don't know where to find it now. I guess
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, well, I'll stop in other people's chats and live streams here and there, but not too much live streaming.
Who we got?
We got the White Tupac. Fat Boy just asked for a link, or what do you call it? Yeah.
What's going on, Chad? How you doing, man? Hadn't seen you in a while.
You know, I got a wicked cold there, but I'm doing okay. Trying to shake this cold off.
Good deal.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
But I was just telling Sam there that I was doing pranks with the Microsoft scammers, and I gave them my YouTube channel, and they showed up in the chat, and the guy was just snapping. It was hilarious. Oh yeah, he's like, you bitch, you stop calling us. I'm gonna shut your channel down. I said, stop scamming.
Should be up in the chat, Fat Boy.
But yeah, I just wanted to stop in to see how everybody was doing, say hi, and then I don't know, it's like what, 9:30, I think 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I just popped a bunch of meds there. I was gonna go to bed, so just wanted to say hi to everybody, and yeah.
I was hoping to get us another one of those prank calls.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'd have to shit.
All right, Fat Boy, I just sent it to you on the same combo.
Maybe tomorrow. If you guys are around tomorrow, I can do it tomorrow because they're closed right now.
Hey, Owen. I might be, but I probably not, man. Maybe tomorrow night I'll be around. I don't know.
All right. Well, it's in my playlist anyways. If you guys want to check them out, the scammer prank scammers or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, yeah, I'm not fucking feeling the greatest, so I'm going to end up going to bed, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for having me on.
All right, Tupac.
Good to see you,
guys. Yeah, Rick, thanks. Peace out.
Right, brother.
Watch this.
Somebody came in the room. Who was that? You know?
There's Fat Boy.
Yeah, that's Fat Boy. I saw him.
Nick was trying to come on. I sent him a link. Nick, I sent you a link through the check your spam mail or whatever you call it.
What up, Rick?
Hey, man. What's going on, Nick?
No, that's Fat Boy.
Oh, that's Fat Boy. I'm sorry.
Man, what the hell? What was you smoking?
Pearls.
Let me hit that. What up, Sam?
What's up, brother?
Let me unplug my ears here. There you go.
Where'd Tupac go?
CG, you check your text messages lately? Tupac had to roll. He's prank calling some Hindus or something. I don't know.
Oh, look there, it's Miss Cassie.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey.
How's everybody doing?
You needed a little bit of Miss Tessie here to keep you guys all under control. You know that.
That may not even work.
I know. I'm only going to be on for 5 minutes just to say hi.
Oh, yeah. Miss Tessie, we're about to get slammed up here.
That's right. That's why I'm here, to say hi and to say bye and let you guys all party.
Hey, Memo, no, I'm talking about the snowstorm.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. It's exciting.
I'm glad you're excited.
Hey, I don't have nowhere to go, so.
Yeah. I don't either. I just hate the damn snow. I can't stand the cold weather.
I am sick of it, Sam. I am. But hey, what are we going to do about it?
I felt sorry for you today when you said you didn't have no socks on and them rubber boots. I know your feet was cold in that live stream. They had to
Oh,
be.
my word. Rick, I was so cold for the next like 7 hours. I'm still cold.
I know you was. You had to be.
But I wasn't cold at the time. But it got really, I don't know. It got in my bones. So, see, I just got to remember I'm not 20 years old anymore. You know, no matter how much I think I am, I'm not.
Hey,
Hold on, I'm trying to get CD up here.
I think the link's in there somewhere.
Yeah, but I sent her. It said, I don't know what the hell, man. It said somebody, you can't join this video call because one of the participants blocked you. Why not start your own?
I don't know who that is.
I was gonna say, not me, not me.
I don't
I
know.
want to get coffee. I want to eat beer.
I don't know what's happening.
Hold the pickles, hold the lettuce. Special orders don't upset us. That's Scott. I like that, Scott. That's good.
Yeah, don't bring up pickles. Okay, we got certain people in there. You can't say pickles around.
Oh,
They freak the fuck out and they go nuts.
Tessie, we'll add to the prayer list in the morning. All of us.
okay, okay, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
by the time this is over with, we all gonna be needing forgiveness.
Yeah. Wait till I get the wine out.
I got another 5 minutes till this gets wild. So I got another 5 minutes here to keep my reputation. And after that, it's all up to you guys.
That's Nick's email, Sam.
All right, Nick, let me try that.
Brian.
There it is. All right, Nick. Invitation posted.
I think he said one of them hamsters died last time I talked to him.
Yeah, he told me that. I talked to him a week or two ago, and he said little man died, or Benny or little man died.
Yeah, I hate that. They was a mascot there for the longest time.
Damn.
All right, guys, I'll get off and let other people in the panel. So,
You don't got to leave.
well, I know.
You're good.
Hello, hello, hello.
Fat Boy, check your settings. It probably is you. Because I don't think
What is it?
Country Girl's trying to get on, but she can't.
Yeah, it ain't me.
Well, what would they got to do with me?
Well, and if you would have had her blocked at one time.
I ain't blocked nobody.
Okay, well, I don't know. So, not sure why it's doing that.
Well, let me invite her.
Okay, try it. She keeps saying that she's blocked from it. I don't know how.
I already did. Let me post the invite.
Okay.
I would have to block her from I'd have to block her from Sam's. If I block her, I wouldn't block nobody.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how it works.
I don't know what the hell's happening.
Yeah, I don't know either.
All right, I sent it again, Country Girl. Try again.
Have you seen the new streams that the chat rolls right on after the stream hits video? That is really cool.
Oh, you can see this chat now.
As a person's talking now, you can see the chat rolling along. You see everything it was saying, and it's over there talking back and forth. You know, it's really cool. My last two streams have been like that.
Really? Because mine wasn't today.
Mine was.
Yeah. So did you have to click a certain button to get it?
It asked me a question, and a box popped up, and I clicked.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I saw that, and then I didn't do anything because I was too busy watching other stuff. Yeah. Okay. So that's how that works.
It'll come up again. You'll see it again.
Oh, what in the world?
Okay. Well, let me get off this chat for a second and see if it. I don't know. Let me just get off a second here. Let me get off and then see if it gives room for her. Maybe. Well, let's try it. Let's see.
Well, it was doing that before you came on, but okay.
Bye, Tessie.
Hello, hello.
What's up, Nick?
Hey, Nick.
Nothing much.
So which one was it that
Man,
died? Little man, right?
what?
David says that someone has her blocked on the Hangouts. That's what keeps her out of the panel. I didn't know that. I don't know who it could be. I hadn't.
Now, Fat Boy, you got her blocked on your Hangouts?
I ain't blocked nobody. I'm eating the cake. Quit eyeballing my cake, Rick.
I'd love to have some of that cake. I'm telling you.
Zebra cake.
Rick
I don't
was watched.
Sam, did you know the news we had?
Nick, you got Nick. It was already doing that before Nick came up.
She's talking about the chat and the live stream. Country Girl list. You can see it.
Spicy, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Spicy.
Susan blocked me from Country Girl site the other day.
He's an overachiever.
I've been blocked in better places.
So it has to be one of y'all.
It can't be me. I ain't blocked nobody.
I ain't either.
Country Girl comes to every one of mine, so she knows she ain't there.
How do you even know if you block somebody?
You have to go to your community settings, and you'll see a page there that shows everything. Shows it all.
I think it's under your Creator Studio tab.
You start there, Creator Studio, and then go scroll down to the left to community settings. Let me see what the exact setting.
You'll see a list of all your mods, and then under that'll be the blocked people.
Right. And when you
Yeah,
get
but it would
there,
have to be.
save it.
If she's blocked from here, it would have to be something to do with Sam. It's his stream.
Yeah, I know, unless they've changed it.
Nah, she was on my last live stream though.
Right. We were all here together. I was with y'all that night.
It was about a month ago.
But if mods accidentally block somebody, it'll come up in that section too.
I ain't blocked nobody. I don't know.
It should be. Well, the thing is, I sent her a invite on Hangouts. You know what I'm saying? And she's saying she can't join the Hangouts call because somebody got blocked on Hangouts.
Ask her if she's got any blocked on Hangouts. If she's blocked somebody on Hangouts, that might stop her from coming in.
Yeah, it ain't saying that though.
Well, here's all my moderators.
Now, right
Okay.
under that, it'll be all the blocked people.
Block links. No, man, there's nobody on YouTube that's blocked. I have never blocked anybody once. It's not YouTube, it's Hangouts. She can't join the Hangouts call. She's a damn moderator on the channel. How could she be blocked from the channel, you know?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
I would be the only one that would be able to block her.
I've got the link, so I'm gonna drop out. No, I don't. Let's see. Send me the link in the email. You got that, Sam?
Yeah, just give me a second. This is what we got to do. We got to systematically file this down one by one. So first, Rick, you're going to come back, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and come back.
First person I got next to me is Rick. So Rick, you drop out. We'll see if she can get up.
All right.
Okay.
Here I go.
Then we'll go to Fat Boy, and then we'll go to Nick. All right. DG, try again. Rick dropped out. Let me post the link again. I'm just gonna post the link. Bear with us, guys. We're working on some technicalities. Well, let's play some music while we're waiting. David B, how you doing, buddy? David B. I was playing some Led Zeppelin. Here we go. One of my favorite Bob Marley songs. Oh shit.
Sam, did Rick give you the news?
What news?
that we had lost Benny?
Yeah, you told me. You told me yourself.
I can't remember everything, man.
Yeah. All right, Fat Boy.
I
You're
didn't know
next.
if you knew.
Fat Boy, you're next. You got to drop off. We'll bring you back as soon as we figure this out. All right, Nick, you're still with me? All right, here we go. Here we go, CG. I'm going to send it again. It wasn't Rick. It's one of my favorite Bob Marley songs, by the way. Okay. Well,
There you go.
it is.
Well, when Rick first left, I still couldn't get in. But then after Fat Boy left, I could get in.
Fat Boy. Something you got to go in your settings and unblock, man. It's had to be you, man. You still listening?
Probably back when I got a little not so nice, and I did apologize, by the way. But
Well, we ain't worried about all that now.
well, no, I'm saying at that point he did block me one day because
Yeah,
somebody didn't like something I said,
yeah.
and it may be still tied to that, even though he unblocked me on his other channel. It may still be. I don't know. I don't ever know.
Let me send him a message. Miss Tessie's back. Rick,
Hey, Seth.
you're all clear, buddy.
Well, she was back. She disappeared. Hello, everybody out there. Sorry, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Nick. How are you, babe?
I'm good.
Hold on, I'm sending Bad Boy a message to check his settings.
Yeah, I don't know what else. I mean, because when Rick first popped out, I still couldn't get back in. And then after Fat Boy popped out, I could get back in.
Rick, you coming back? I got serious. I've never been told that before. Usually, you know what, Star? Most people tell me they're so. Looks like I got cotton mouth in my eyes.
My bad. Oh my gosh. I was trying to turn the camera off and it kept hanging up.
People tell me my eyes look like that. A little pencil point. Or I got the red-eyed syndrome. Tonight,
My bad.
Like,
serious.
It kept hanging up.
Star says Fat Boy's fired.
Hey sis, I just wanted to say hi before I go to bed.
Hi, sis. How are you?
You're looking good and sleep good. I'm going to bed. Good
I
night.
love you, sis. Mwah.
Bye,
Night,
everybody.
Tessie.
Bye bye.
Stay safe tomorrow.
I will.
Brian, you should know me by now. So I got to answer this question.
What's the question?
Sam, hi.
Hey, Scott. How are you, babe? And Brian and Star and Fat Boy. See, and I went on my channel. Let me check my Hangouts, Fat Boy. Don't go nowhere, okay? I got to figure out how to check it on Hangouts because I don't know where to check that on Hangouts. Let me look.
What would I do? There we
It's
go.
possible.
Gene got his eyes burnt welding today. He's in pretty bad shape.
Damn, Gene.
Yeah.
Okay, Fat Boy, if you're listening, I went to my Hangouts. I have no hidden contacts. So what you got to do is go to your actual Hangouts, into your settings, and then there's a spot for hidden contacts. And there's one for blocked people. 2 settings, hidden contacts or blocked people. Both of mine are empty. I mean, I don't know what else to do. It's weird.
Gene, don't feel bad. I burn my eyes every day. That was for you guys could hear it. That was Bob Marley.
I love Bob Marley.
That was Small Axe by Bob Marley, one of my favorite Bob Marley songs.
No Woman, No Cry. Some of his songs, I love all of them.
I love them all. I've met a lot of his family. One of his daughters lives right around me. And I met Ziggy. I met his wife. I've been to his house in Kingston. Yeah.
Well, Ziggy did some good stuff too.
Oh, Ziggy's great. Steven's great. Damien's good too. Damien's more new school, but there's like 13 kids.
Right.
13? I forget. There's a bunch of them. So yeah, it's pretty cool. There we go. Fat Boy's back.
I ain't got nobody blocked. Check all my settings.
Weird, right?
Yeah, that's weird.
It's just weird. Well, you know, Susan earlier went to get onto YouTube and they told her channel was shut down, and then she tried it a little while later and it worked.
Wow.
So maybe it's YouTube goofing around with crap. Who knows?
I haven't blocked nobody nowhere. Not even on my channel.
Yeah, me neither. So, well, might be blocked on my channel, but they're trolls.
Susan blocked me on your channel the other day.
I undid it. I did. I went back in and undid it, babe.
Molly. Hello, Molly.
Look at your messages in your Hangout. Oh, that's Tessie. Okay.
So, what's going on with everybody tonight?
Same old shit, different turd.
Yep. That's true. CG, what are you up to tonight? How was work today?
Oh, it was all right. I had a big client that, you know, we get audits every year, and the auditors pick some of our biggest jobs, and we have to send letters to the people that manage those jobs for our customers to verify the contract amounts and the billing amounts and the paid amount and all that. And he disagreed with ours, and I can't get to his numbers. I spent like 4 hours, and I finally broke it all down what we show and sent it to him. I said, "You tell me where the hell those numbers are coming from, because I don't see it."
Oh, shit. Stop the presses.
There's Sparky.
My favorite YouTube person alive is in the house. There you go, Spark. Well, CG, if you were up here, you wouldn't have work tomorrow.
Why would I not have work tomorrow up there?
Because there's a major nor'easter coming through, and it's rolling in right now.
So you got everything you need?
Oh, I'm always prepared.
Let me show you what it looks like.
Yeah, we're getting hit.
Oh my God, you're a bad judge of character.
Look at it.
Hi, Sam and Company. Just
Hey.
Wes over here.
What's up, Sparky?
Spark,
How the heck are you? Let me get this sorted out some.
There it is, Sam.
How the heck are you?
Yep.
Brr.
Now,
You can keep all that stuff, sir.
It's up there to y'all. It ain't here. Oh, that's not you, Sparky, but
Oh no! All right. Hi, CG and Mr. Rick and Fat Boy.
hey, Sparky, good to see you.
Good to see
How's
you,
it going? How's it going?
Sir. Oh, just another day in paradise.
yep, every day's a holiday.
Yeah,
What, Doc?
exactly.
Sparky, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking a homebrew. This is a Michelob clone. I bottled it, or I kegged it a couple days back for the homecoming of my son. He's back from Afghanistan, and so he'll be here for a month. And so I kegged it up for him. And we got tow up from the flow up last night. Had some other company come over and brought a big bottle of Seagram 7. And oh my Jesus. I remember most of the night.
I love Michelob.
Oh, good times, good times.
That was one of my favorite beers.
It does have a good taste.
Yeah,
Yeah, Michelob is good beer.
ice cold,
Yeah.
but Red Stripe's my favorite, man. I gotta go with
Well,
Red.
It's something that's not too crafty or whatever, so I figured they'd be able to palate this. It tastes better than Michelob, I think, anyway. But yeah, it's a little kind of transitional, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all is
I
well.
haven't drank a drop since I drank at Country Girl's birthday last year. And that's got to be coming up pretty soon here again.
Not for a few more months, thank God. I don't know if I can handle another one of those birthdays.
You know what, Rick? That's probably the last time I drank, or at least got drunk. Anyway,
Okay, Gino, go look. I
I
missed
drank someone when I was in Texas.
Yeah.
I drank. Remember that nasty wine that Sparky brought?
Oh yeah, it wasn't any good. I had nothing to do with that. I just brought the thing. I didn't make it.
Oh, I didn't even do it. But the bottle's killer. I got the bottle right up there. I love the
Yeah.
bottle.
It's got some awesome artwork. I still don't understand the brewed on date or the fermented date on it. It seems like it was like 2019 or maybe it's 18 that's on that bottle, but it wasn't even 18 then. You know, so, oh. Oh.
Maybe we're supposed to wait till then to drink it.
Oh, maybe, yeah, or to pour it down the drain, one or the other. Yikes!
I cannot stand Guinness. You could keep that motor oil nasty shit.
Oh no, that's the other beer I got in the keg.
Oh, the hell with some Guinness, man.
Guinness, no, I don't. I agree with Sam. Forget that Guinness.
Really? Oh no, this stuff is good. It tastes like chocolate and coffee and malts and yum.
And the Guinness from
Anyway.
the store, the Guinness from the store tastes like ass.
Yeah.
So the calm before the storm is the thing there is because of your storm you got coming? Is that it? Y'all about to get a bunch of snow?
Yeah. Oh man, big nor'easter.
Wow, I haven't heard anything about it.
The Deadhead is here. Oh man, probably my second favorite YouTuber. Just because he's a Deadhead like myself. I got pictures of the one and only Deadhead. You can see right next to my knuckle dusters. Oh, it reminds me. Sparky.
Oh, well, you gotta bring him down, huh?
Lord have mercy.
Sparky, I got something to show you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Check that out.
That's the right side?
Yeah.
Dude, he put it on there. Got the little mota on the ham.
Hey man, show him the best part.
Oh, come on now.
Come
Oh,
on.
yeah, you gotta see the best part. I can't see what you're seeing. There's damn notifications popping up my way. Give me just a second. There he goes. All right. Correct. That ain't right.
Sam.
Where the hell did you get that thing from, man? Jeez.
Nice. Yeah, tatted him up, man. We tatted him up.
He got a chain on and shit.
Yeah, right.
He got his wanker hanging out.
See, y'all are getting snow, and we're getting this crazy pollen down here. Oh my God! I made a mistake of leaving my window open yesterday afternoon, and I guess all that crap blew in here, and it's just not good for electronics. CJ
Same
can
thing.
tell you about it.
Hey, that's
Trees bloomed everywhere here.
Mm-hmm. Those damn pine trees. Now this is just well, first of all, it's on Sam's thing, and it's not like recorded for forever. I guess you can get rid of it. I call that stuff tree cum. There's tree cum everywhere.
That's what it is.
It really is. I mean, honestly, it's tree cum. It's what makes more trees.
Tree kid. That's a good one, Sparky. That's why I love you, Sparky.
Well, thank
No,
you.
no more pre-cum. It's tree cum now.
It's tree cum. Yeah. It gets everywhere. I was gonna rinse off the truck, but I thought, hey, why? You know, there's no sense in it. Oh, who's cackling?
I don't know.
Oh,
He must have heard Sparky.
she's probably watching it, knowing her.
Well,
We lost Country Girl.
20 plus inches. That's insane. I can imagine.
20 plus up there. We're probably
Brr.
getting, hang on, let me look outside, guys. I gotta get some more tea anyway. Be right back.
That's no good, man. It's 59 here. You know, I feel sorry for y'all. Of course, y'all aren't gonna get the 100 plus degree temperatures come August, but
No, I will. It'll be hot here.
oh yeah. So you know how it goes, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It'll be
It's,
hot here too, but I don't think it'll get past 95.
Oh, well, that's not very hot then. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Right?
depends on what you're used to, I guess.
Well, it'd be 95 with 95% humidity, and it'll be miserable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ain't that for sure?
Yeah,
The humidity's
that's
bad there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't that far from Rick.
Uh-uh.
We got about the same temperature and all.
Yeah, the temperature won't be that high, but the humidity, you can't even get under a shade tree and cool off. It's so bad. Isn't it?
Mhm.
I know it's the mug. I can't breathe.
Just sticky.
Tim, we're just icing over right now, Tim. We got sleet coming down. Freezing rain, I guess. But it's fixing to change.
36 here right now.
Yep, 37 here. So it's gonna be changing soon. But
Yikes.
speaking of humidity, man, I cannot stand humidity.
That's bad here.
Where are you in Florida still?
No, Tennessee.
He's in Tennessee.
Yeah. When I lived in the desert, man, it was hot as fuck in the desert, man. But there was 0% humidity. 0.
Right.
So it was so dry. But it'd be like 120 during the summer, you know.
Yeah, and at nighttime it'd be like an air conditioner.
Well, that's the thing. You get so acclimated to that dry heat, just to the heat. When it's that hot, it doesn't matter if it's dry or whatever, because you're just.
The desert gets cold at night.
But the
Yeah,
thing
it does. Yeah, that was my kid. He was stationed there or training at 29 Palms.
Yeah.
And he's on the desert, but then again, there's mountains where you can see the snow caps. You know, so
yeah. That's how I was where I was at. I was right near 29 Palms in Mojave.
that's insane.
But when it's like say it's like 115 degrees average during June or something, and you're in the field training and it goes down to 95, 90 degrees, most people think that's still hot, but you're shivering because you're so used. You know, that's like a 25, 30 degree difference. So
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, it does that. It does that a lot here to change 25, 30 degrees in a day. It seems like a lot, but it happens.
All the time.
It really does. Yeah, it's very, very common here.
I'm so in tune with the temperature, man. It fucks me up when it's 5 to 10 degrees difference, you know?
Mm-hmm. I can't imagine how the Cowboys used to do it from, years ago. Of course, they didn't have any weather reports or anything like that, but I mean, just out of nowhere, here comes, all this crazy weather. It can be pounding down sleet and hail, and then freezing. Just the weird temperature changes we get, especially here. I can't imagine how they survived it.
They had to be prepared for it. They were ready for whatever they came in contact with.
I guess that's crazy.
Or they froze to death.
That probably happened too.
Or how about the Vikings or the Mongols? Shit, the Mongols, man. Have you ever watched Marco Polo on Netflix?
I have not.
You gotta watch that. It's like 2-3 years old now, but I'm watching the series for the third or fourth time. Recent, like now, I'll watch it in between other things, and it's a really good show, man. I wish they would have made a season 3, but they couldn't get the money right, and they were competing against Vikings and Game of Thrones when it came out. So they got, I wouldn't say low ratings, but they didn't get the ratings they needed to. It sucks because it was such a good show. But it's a historical show,
Right. I like them historical shows. They're pretty cool.
Oh, hell yeah, that's my shit. And it's not a documentary. It's storylines in it, but it tells a lot about how they live.
Hey, Owen, how are you, sweetie?
And
you notice every cowboy movie, when they're riding the horses in the desert in the sun, they all got long sleeve shirts on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You weren't. We had to wear long sleeves. You weren't allowed to roll your sleeves up when I was in the desert.
Wonder why?
Well, it's because to protect you from the sun and the sand.
Yeah, that's the way the Spanish do here.
Our guys,
And-
it's required for our guys to work outside. They all have to wear long sleeves.
Yeah, and it seems like a bad thing, but the more wet your shirt gets, the more it cools you off when that little bit of breeze blows through.
Yep.
I've got some long sleeves myself, but they're it's not really silk. I forgot what it's made of. It's kind of an expensive shirt. I've got a few of them, but they're kind of expensive shirts. But they're like
fishing
usually jade or something. Anyway, they're really light and they get wet quick, but they dry real quick. You know.
Yeah, they're fishing. They're like fishing shirts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these are from Duluth Trading, and so their equipment's pretty good. Again, it's a little pricey, but yeah, you need it. I mean, you just have to have it.
Yeah, you see people from the 1800s out in the field, they covered up like it's wintertime, you know.
Sure. Well, I mean, think of the Iranians and stuff with all the long draping clothes they wear, and they're all covered up for the sandstorms. I imagine more so than just the heat, but still, yeah, they're just covered from head to toe.
We had to wear long sleeves and long pants. Number one from the sun, and number two from sandstorms. Which sandstorms where I was at didn't happen quite that often, but they definitely happened, man. You would just see this big cloud rolling up over the mountains, you know, and come right through the valley, and it would cover everything. I mean, pelt and everything, and it would be gone before you know it, just roll right through. But it was mainly from the sun. If you got sunburn, if you got dehydrated, sunburn, heat stroke, or what is it? Heat exhaustion or heat stroke, you could get Article 15 where I was stationed at, which is like basically getting fined. I don't know how, it's like a misdemeanor in the military. I got a field grade one, which is like a felony. We won't talk about that. Whoops. But yeah, man, them cowboys always had the neck thing so they could cover their faces up from the sand, you know, the dust. And that's how the cowboy hat started too, you know, from the block from the sun and the rain.
Sure is.
And believe it or not, it's actually cooler with the long sleeves because your skin's not burning in the sun. Sounds crazy, but it's true. Did anybody else see my title change a minute ago? I sure didn't.
The calm before the storm is what I got.
That's what I got.
That's what I see.
Well, I guess that title isn't too accurate right anymore because it's starting. But I ain't fixing to change it. Oh, you mean I don't understand what he means. I don't know. I don't know, Scott. I think it's them mushrooms you've been eating, buddy. And Smurf houses are getting to you.
Tim, I hear you. I had 4 rounds of kid cancer. I'd stay out in the sun too. I don't do a lot of sun though. I just don't.
What's Country Girl snacking on?
Fritos and salsa con queso.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I ate some chips and salsa there a little bit ago. Offered Rick some, but he didn't want none because he done eat about 6 boxes of donuts.
I ate 5 donuts.
5 boxes?
No, 5 donuts this morning in the live stream.
No, them was not donuts. Them things was big as tires.
Hey,
Like he ate 5 of them.
yeah, I need one for every day of the week, man. Come on.
Let's not forget the pretzel too with the cheese.
Sometimes we're hungry.
Oh,
Hey Brian, welcome back, hon.
I didn't notice
Yep.
this guy.
Them was some huge ass donuts.
Yes, under the panel title, it changed to 2 Fam. It did it again.
oh, that's what he was talking about. Yeah,
I don't
don't know.
know what he's talking about.
I looked. I didn't see nothing pop up from Two Family. I looked everywhere when he said that.
Yeah.
Scott, what is your computer smoking?
Under the panel title changed to Two Family. Must just be on yours. It didn't on mine.
Well,
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know, babe.
Tim's 4 rounds of skin cancer. Good Lord.
It's on now.
That's why I covered all my skin with ink. So hopefully that don't happen to me. Yep. So, Rick, what you gonna be growing this year, Rick?
A little bit of everything. I'm gonna plant some corn, green beans, tomatoes, squash, a couple different kinds of squash, lots of peppers. Plant some more of them Carolina Reapers. I'm trying to get the new kind that's out, that Moringa Boulolia, whatever, fours or whatever they call it, the hottest pepper in the whole world.
Hot.
Yeah.
Thought maybe you'd want to eat some more, Sam.
Oh, I'll eat them.
Roboted.
No, you know I'll eat them. Just I got about to have about 5 gallons of milk. That's all.
Y'all know, it makes me wonder if YouTube ain't just doing some screwy crap today. Because Susan got one earlier. She went to go watch a video and it told her channel had been shut down for violations. Well, how do you have a violation when you've never made a video?
No kidding.
Well, man, me having trouble getting up in here, and now Scott seeing crazy stuff springing, back and forth for him. I wonder if it's not YouTube having trouble today.
And I shut my live stream down and went to Tessie's. And when we was halfway through Tessie's stream, Junkyard said, "I got your notification, Rick, just now." I was like an hour and a half later,
So I wonder if it's not YouTube screwing up.
Probably.
I still don't.
It has to be though. I never blocked you on my Hangouts.
Yeah, I didn't either. So I don't know. Weird. It's got to be something, Scott, with YouTube or something, or Google, or
Maybe they just saw us coming and said, "We're gonna fuck with these people."
We believe you, Scott. We don't think you're lying.
we know that's going on. I mean, that's why I was trying to search for some kind of other answer. There's got to be a logical explanation for it somewhere.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know how logical YouTube and Google get, but you know what I mean.
They're not too logical.
But that's why I was looking for other answers, because I know you wouldn't lie about something like that. I mean, it wouldn't make sense.
that's right.
So I got to thinking about all the other crazy crap today. It's like it's just almost too much to be a coincidence where it all happened on the same day, within a few hours of each other.
Scott said, "I don't lie." All right.
Scott's a good guy. I'm gonna go burn one real quick.
TG, when are you coming up to Philly area?
Well, that was one of the things we needed to talk about.
Because I got a lot of shit going on in April.
Well, Tessie's got some family stuff going on. So she can come spend a day with us somewhere. But without getting into her personal stuff, she may have visitors at her house during April. So I'd have to stay with you.
What?
I'd have to stay with you.
How long are you going to be up here for?
Well, that's the next question. Do you want to come back to Texas? Do you want me to come up for like a 3-day weekend or something and then fly back to Texas together? Or I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, I got my son's baseball every weekend from April 7th until, it's like May 26th or something. Maybe it's June 2nd, it's closing day. So I'll be there every weekend for the games.
So it'd have to be during the week.
Yeah. And
Really?
I didn't tell you, but I got I won't have it by the time you get up here, but I got a car in the works. So
Uh-oh, hot rod?
yeah, it's a VW Passat and it's really sharp, man. And I got a great deal on it. But I pay on it. I got to pay on it every month until it's paid off, and then I take it. Like I didn't finance it. The dude's holding for me. So
Is that the one you were telling me about?
Well, this just came about like in the last week or two, so I haven't told anybody about it.
Look at here, boys.
In Hangouts today, you said you was buying one.
Oh, did I tell you that today in Hangouts? Well, that's the one, yeah.
The banner's
Wow.
back.
That's bad, Brian. So I don't know what to do.
Yeah, we'll have to get it together, man. Figure this thing out. There it is.
Little Volkswagen ought to be easy on gas.
Yeah, it's a nice one too, man. There it is.
Sweet. It's like a hot ride.
Nah, it's definitely
We'll cut a hole in the in the hood and put a blower hanging out of it. And
we could just put this on the hood.
there you go. That's got its own blower already.
That's a tit car, Sam.
Right?
DG's like, well, I'm done eating now. What the fuck?
That's crazy, Brian. That is so sad. I mean, what could be so bad in your life at 12? I mean,
What happened? I'm missing something here.
Brian says we had a mass stabbing at a school today about 300 miles from a 12-year-old kid. The 12-year-old kid went to school and stabbed 4 or 5 other kids.
Good God.
Yes, it's not gun control. It's the media that keep projecting all this bullshit onto all these kids to hear about it over and over. You know?
Well, I mean, seriously, how bad can it be for a 12-year-old?
Well, let's think about it, though. When you were 12, when I was 12, everything's changing, man. All them chemicals are going nuts.
But I would have never thought of stabbing nobody.
No.
But it's a different age, though.
Maybe. I might have beat you up, but
back when you were 12 and in school, how many mass shootings did you hear about?
None.
You didn't.
You
You didn't.
Right.
Same,
My point exactly. So now,
thing with same thing with allergies. You didn't hear about there was always that one weird kid that had some peanut allergy, but
listen, you know what the best thing for allergies is? The thing
I'd have to roll out, Sam. I'll holler at y'all later.
all right, man. The best
Okay.
thing.
All right, see y'all.
boy, I love you.
All right, brother. The best things for allergies, in my opinion, is the thing you're allergic to. So if you're allergic to peanuts, fucking eat peanuts. You know what I'm saying? And you won't be allergic to them no more. I mean, Jesus Christ, it ain't that hard to figure out. But when I was 12, we didn't hear about mass shootings. At 12 years old today, that's all they hear about is mass shootings.
Mm-hmm.
So in the school shooting. So
Exactly, Brian.
they just keep hearing all this shit, and the kids getting bullied and everything else, and a girl says no to them, and they get caught jerking off, whatever the fuck, and now they're in the world, and they go shoot the school up, or they stop. You know,
David and Brian both made good points. David said back then the parents raised the children, now the government raises the kids.
That's exactly right.
And then Brian said back when he was in school,
that ain't true, man.
fist fight, not guns.
The government don't raise the kids. The screens raise the kids.
Yep.
Okay, in the age that we live in, trust me, I see it everywhere. These kids are being raised by the screens, the tablets, and the cell phones, and every fucking piece of information under the sun is
It's a
available
system.
to an 8-year-old as much as to a 40-year-old. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Hey, Brian,
So it's not the government raising the kids, man. It's the parents not parenting, and the screens raising the kids. The internet.
Lord, let's hope not, Scott. I hope not, Scott. You know, I've gotten real attached to you, and it would really suck if you died, okay? So we
lead
don't,
poisoning?
okay?
No, that's from eating paint chips.
Yeah.
Pencils have graphite. It's different.
Anybody hear Rogan's podcast? You guys listen to Joe Rogan's podcast?
I do.
I listen to it almost every day. You hear it today, Rick?
No, I didn't hear it today.
He had on Brendan Schaub. He had the MMA show first today. He had Schaub on first, and then had Brian Callen on second for the regular show. But they were talking about how in the 1900s, I didn't know this, man. I always thought that ADHD and ADD, specifically ADHD, I thought that was a clinically psychological term. Well, it turns out that pharmaceutical companies invented ADHD in the early 1900s, like 1902, I think it was, in order to basically sell amphetamine, right? Ritalin, whatever it was back then. I don't know, whatever they called it. And now, I think it's like 1 out of every 20 kids that's diagnosed with it really only has it. So there's 19 out of 20 kids misdiagnosed with ADHD.
You know, back in my day, ADHD meant your mama smacked you upside the head, told you to sit your ass down.
Yeah, even my day, which was the 80s, ADHD was unheard of. If you're too hyper, you go outside, you get out the house, and don't come in until it's dinner time. You run around all day.
They just called me a bad kid. Yeah, you know, I didn't take any drugs.
That's by the time you got in, you're so tired you had to sit down.
Yeah.
And play it.
That's all it was. I mean, you had all this excess energy, and you had to go run all day. And also, the amount of people that are on SSRIs has spiked drastically. And the common thread to all these mass shootings is almost not all of them, but almost every single one of the perpetrators was on some kind of psych medication.
I believe you too. The serotonin retake inhibitors that alters your mental state, your chemical balance in your brain. It'd have to do something, you know.
Yeah,
it has to.
Reuptake inhibitors, right? But it's also they're blaming some of it on anti-anxiety meds, which is benzodiazepines like Xanax, Valium, Klonopin, Ativan. Those make you black out. I guess they affect people differently, but that's what Chris Cornell was on, and Chester Bennington, or I don't know if it was Chester, but people who commit suicide were on the. They say the dude that shot up the Vegas joint was on anti-anxiety medications, but I think if he was planning something like that, he would have to be on anti-anxiety medications. You know what I mean? Like, how could you go through with it otherwise? You know, you're so fucking paranoid.
Right.
But
and like Valium and Xanax is supposed to make you calm and keep you from being depressed. And every person you see on them at a drop of a hat, they cry and scream, and they just the most depressed people you see.
Right.
Cry at the drop of a hat, they just start bawling, you know.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people deal with this, man, and thank God I've never had to deal with them. All my medication issues have all been from pain and my injuries, right? But it's sad when oh my God, have you ever heard of the cocktail they give people for bipolar medication? It is fucking ridiculous, the amount of pills people take.
Yeah, my kid takes a bunch of stuff. I can't even pronounce that stuff. I have no idea. Yeah, he takes like 4 tablets in the morning and 4 or 5 at night. And I wouldn't, even for fun, I wouldn't even try even one of his tablets. It might be something you just don't come back from, or you're not the same after which, you know.
Let me ask you this: was this your boy in the service?
No, it's the 12-year-old.
Well, if I was you, I'd take them off. I'd take them off, all of them, and tell them to go ride a horse.
I'm to a new doctor, and the new doctor did take him off quite a few of them, and reduce the potency of the others. He's getting less milligrams or whatever it is.
That's good,
But
man.
no, I don't take any medications. I don't want it. But this is my medication right here. I use it to get better sleep. I've been wiry my whole life. Just a little high strung, and if I don't drink at least a few, I don't sleep well. I do take melatonin every now and then. Melatonin.
Yeah, that's natural, basically.
Yeah, but still, you don't want to keep doing that. Keep taking those all the time, because then it messes with, like what Rick was just saying. It messes with your normal chemistry, and it deals with your serotonin levels. I could be wrong with that, but I want to say that's right. It deals with your natural things that are in your body. When it's dark, your body makes you sleepy for a reason. Yeah. Yeah. It produces the serotonin and the melatonin and stuff. Yeah.
Well, I only take meds for my nerve damage and two different pain meds, and that's it.
Yeah.
Serotonin happy. Melatonin equals sleepy.
Tramadol. Yeah, tramadol is what Brian's saying.
Let me tell you the story behind
I don't know all
tramadol.
the names.
Let me tell you the story behind tramadol, man. When they came out with tramadol, it was supposed to be the new genius drug to combat people getting hooked on Oxycontin, right?
Mm.
But the problem is tramadol, it doesn't hit the same way. Like, people don't get the same type of high. I'm talking about veteran people, like not veterans. I'm talking about people who take a lot of pain meds. You don't get high off of tramadol the same way you do with other pain meds. But the withdrawal tramadol, I forget the name of the chemical, but there's a short term and long term. The long term is called Nucynta, and the short term is called tramadol. And I can't remember the name of the chemical, right? Both of those are the pharmaceutical names for. But the withdrawal from that shit is worse than any of it. I mean, it can be and if you take too much of it, which is, I think, 600 or 800 milligrams a day. I think it's 600 milligrams a day. You could have seizures, and there's a good chance you will have seizures. And that shit can be nasty, man. Tramadol, fuck that. They asked me if I wanted it. I said, nope, I don't want no parts of tramadol. Sir. Yeah, that shit can be real nasty. And it was supposed to be the answer to the Oxycontin epidemic.
Wow.
But listen, man, there's too many people that take this shit. They're not gonna be able to do away with it. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, Brian, right. It used to be non-narcotic, or it was classed as non-narcotic. They changed that shit pretty quick, though. The VA did. They changed that shit within like a year. The VA did. At least my VA. But now, I watched a thing on Vice today about K2, synthetic cannabis or synthetic weed in New Zealand. And oh my God, how has these chemicals wreaked havoc in New Zealand?
Oh.
It's fucking crazy, man. And you know where K2's really big at? You don't really see it in the streets hardly at all. Like, who the fuck? I've never touched it, man. I have no interest. My thing is, why would I smoke fake pot when I could smoke real good pot?
Right.
Just the same. Like, what the fuck? It don't make no sense, But I'll tell you where it's real big at is in the prisons, and all over the country, probably all over the world, but all over the U.S. Man, K2, the fake weed, is big time in the prisons, because they used to not be able to piss test for it, but now they've created a separate panel on the drug, the 12 panel drug strips or whatever that they can test for. But yeah, a friend of mine, her son just got sent to the hole for 75 days for I don't know, smoking it or having, I don't know what it was. Yeah. That's 75 days. That's 2.5 months in the hole
Yeah.
by yourself.
Wow.
Yeah, Brian, them withdrawals, I've never experienced it from tramadol, but I've heard it's no good. I've read that it can be really, really bad, worse than dope. You know, I went through methadone withdrawals though, and that was not a fun time. But that's all. You know, can all be crazy. Sparky's got it right though, man. You just drink your brew. You can make it yourself. Shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been known to spark a little greenery, but no, yeah, it's mainly just brew. I don't. I used to do some stuff. I mean, I experimented like everybody else did, but I never really got caught up in anything. I don't know. I like drinking. It's easy. It's cheap. I know I can't get another liver, but so I gotta take care of the one I got. But all in all, I don't see it causing too much trouble.
That's true. Alcohol withdrawal and benzo withdrawal are the only two that can really kill you.
Really? I mean, I can do without drinking till lunchtime.
Now, if you don't drink in say you don't drink in a day, 24 hours, will you get the shakes and stuff?
Oh, no, not that I never tried that, and don't you curse that on me either. No, I don't think so. No, I think it'd be all right. When I think of alcoholic, I think of somebody who has to get up drinking a beer or a shot or whatever. No, I'm not that guy. I do have quite the tolerance though, so that's not a good thing.
There's a major difference. I'm not saying you're an alcoholic, but are you dependent?
Oh, I think not. You got me thinking about it now.
Listen, I don't want to put you on the spot. You know,
oh, no, that's all good. No, that's all good.
I'm certainly dependent. There's no question about it.
Are you? Okay.
I'm an alcoholic. I just hadn't drank anything much in about 5 years, but it took me the third day before the shakes would kick in.
Wow. All right.
Then they would kick in.
Yeah.
Shaking till you
Hey, Patch. What's up, man? Patch
is here.
How you doing, Patch? Well, I've, from years and years of these meds that I've been on, I've changed, altered the chemistry in my brain. And it's just one of those things that it would take me probably about 3 years to get over it. To where if I stopped today, stopped this month, it would, in about 3 years, my brain would be back to normal with producing, all the right chemicals, the happy chemicals that are supposed to be there.
All right. Okay.
But I've accepted that. I accepted that a few years ago. I'm like, that's the way it's going to be. Oh, well.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough not to have to take anything like that. So it's, I can't imagine being dependent on something where you just had to have it.
Well, I can go a day or two without taking them, but by that third day, it's not fun,
Well, yours are like pain medications, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you can't get away from them. You'll have the pain again. Well, yeah. There's no sense in living in pain. I mean, there's so many medications out there. I mean, not saying if I had a backache, I won't take something for it, like some Aleve or Advil or a combination of both or something like that. But no, as for an everyday, I have to take medications. No, I don't. Right. I'm very fortunate, I guess.
Let's see what.
Some of mine, I got plenty to share.
Yeah, CG's in the same boat, man. That's millions of people across the globe have medication.
I got a regular pharmacy kicking.
Yeah, I seen that last time. How are you feeling? Are you better now?
Sorry, y'all. I'm feeling a little better. I'm breathing easier for sure. I get tired pretty easy. It doesn't take much to tire me out. So my lungs aren't quite back where they need to be, but definitely better than they were.
Yeah, it's been a while since I spoke to you, and they said that you were going to be clearing up within the first week or two or whatever, and then you were supposed to go back and see him. Has it been that week or two? Has it been that long since I talked to you last?
They loaded her
I
back
go
up.
back on the 13th, I think, like a week from today.
They
Oh,
loaded
okay.
her back up last week on all kinds of drugs. You ought to see it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I seen that. She had one of those old shopping bags, the old paper bags, just full of meds.
Hey, hey, Fred, man, I opened it up with "Since I've Been Loving You" tonight. One of my all-time favorite Zeppelin songs. You missed it, brother. That's okay. I'm sure he has it on vinyl and everything else. But yeah, CG, you had like a shopping bag full.
I did. I still do.
Now, when do you go back? This week or next week?
Week from today.
A week from today?
Yeah.
How you been doing with smoking?
I would love to tell you I totally quit, but I haven't enough gal to go about. But I went from about a little over 2 packs down to half pack a day.
Wow, that's a big change.
That's
a big change.
It's a big change. And I did it in like 2 days time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hangout killed me. Poor Rick. Rick was on Hangouts or not Hangouts, but Facebook with me. Poor thing. I was sending him messages all day long. I was like, just shoot me. Just shoot me. I can't do this. I just can't do it. At one point I was yelling, and another point I was crying, another point I was like,
You gotta get some of you gotta get these, man. This is what I've been using. My toothpicks, nicotine gum. But I bought my last 2 packs of cigarettes today. That's it. It's a wrap.
She had patches. She didn't have any gum.
Well, I got patches too. I got the whole kit, man.
I mean, patches, yeah.
I got patches, different size patches.
It's just hard to keep those patches lit.
Hey, let me tell you a story real quick.
Scott, thank you, baby.
When I was in the service, I can't remember this dude. Frederick, I think his name was. And this dude, he was one of them dudes that had like retard strength. You know, you ever hear that?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, you would never look at the dude and think he was strong. And we were all power lifters and stuff, and he was hunched over. He had to hunch back and shit. And one day we seen him dragging a car around the parking lot by himself. He was pulling his car around by himself in the parking lot. We're like, what the fuck? This guy's on me. So one day I had to go get him for something. I forget. He was up in his room. I don't know why. Somebody sent me to go get him. Ryan, that was the first name, Ryan. And I go in. I say, hey, Ryan. And I go in, man. He's like, come on in. So I open the door. And he's fucking looking at me with these crazy eyes. I'm like, what are you doing? This guy, I'm not kidding you, man. He had a nicotine patch on his arm. He had a nicotine patch on his arm.
Oh, wow.
He had a big fat lip of chaw in.
Oh, good night.
And he had a cigarette in each hand. And he was puffing.
That's about the way I did. I had patches on, chewing gum and smoking one all at the same time. Yeah, I sure did.
Wow.
Man, his eyes were like the size of dinner saucers, man. It was crazy. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. You're gonna fucking kill yourself.
Brian said he had 15 on at one time.
Oh man, I bet your ticket's sick. Yikes.
Yeah, he gets you real sick, man. I'm a heavy smoker, and I can't even put on the 21 milligram patches. It's too much. It makes me clammy and headache, like nicotine overdose.
Yeah, I had to cut this back to like 5 milligrams. This oil that I use in my vape. It's too strong. I couldn't take it.
My oil's 3. I had 21 milligram oil, but it's too much.
Yeah, it's 5 point something.
Yeah, I got 3 milligram. Yeah, man. Then you got to be careful with them patches, especially when you do a nicotine gum or the lozenges with them. Then you really got to be careful what dose you take because you will get nicotine overdose.
Ain't no doubt.
Crazy.
Yeah. Would have made useless eventually. But I don't know what he's talking about, but
Yeah, Brian. It's the vape oil. It's vanilla custard organic vape oil. This stuff right here.
So I guess the theory behind that is you just try to minimize your doses, the intensity of the nicotine to try to quit.
Well, I spend so much time in here to keep from running back and forth, back and forth. I can't smoke in the house because she's got breathing problems. That I use the vape a lot in the house.
Oh, okay. So are you trying to quit, or are you just trying to not smoke in the house?
Just trying not to smoke as much.
I see. There you go. Yeah.
I would like to quit, but I hate to say that because I've tried it about 6 times and I've stopped for a few months and start back. So whenever I do quit, I'll just say, well, I'm quit now. You know?
Yeah.
I might just start dipping myself, chewing. I don't know. But I told my son I'd quit by the time I'm 40, and that's a few months away. So I'm going to do it for good.
There you go.
So I've been, and nowadays what I've been doing the past few months is I might go 2 to 3 days with only smoking. Some days I only smoke 1 cigarette. Some days none.
Wow.
Some days 2, 5, whatever, and then I'll buy a pack and smoke the whole pack. You know, like in that 24-hour period. Because my problem is I stay up half of the night till 2, 3, 4 in the morning watching Netflix and shit, and I just lay in the bed and just smoke. Not chain smoke, but you know, heavy smoke. That's when I smoke the most. When I'm on here, or
and chew, Scott says.
When I'm cooking, when I'm on the computer, or when I'm watching shows at the end of the night in my bed.
Yeah, I found the more I drank, the more I would smoke, and oh man, I'd go to almost a pack just in the afternoon, and through the night, and I just burn them up. If I wasn't holding one, I was lighting one up.
Oh yeah.
Exactly, Brian. That's exactly what I was saying. I've quit a bunch of times, but I always started back, and I can't get over past the nicotine addiction. Hey, Mo, man. What's up?
Hey, Mo, man.
Yeah.
Now, the one time in my mid-20s, I was maybe 25 or 26, I quit for almost 2 years. But I will tell you that I smoked pot pretty much all day, like around the clock, my waking hours. So at least once an hour, twice an hour, I'd be hitting a bowl or smoking a doobie. So I was kind of replacing smoking cigarettes with just smoking joints,
Hey, Mo, man.
It worked. It worked.
Right?
It worked until
oh my goodness.
That's kind of like the guy that his wife made a deal with her husband. She said, "You got to quit drinking." He said, "Okay, but when or got to quit smoking." He says, "Yeah, but when you're drinking, you got to have a cigarette." She said, "Okay, whenever you're drinking, you can have a cigarette, but otherwise you can't smoke." He said, "Okay." The good news is he's no longer smoking. The bad news is he's a raging alcoholic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, what happened was I was at a dog show and I was in a trailer full of all these old ladies, man, which, that's cool. But I was like 25 at the time. My girlfriend, who was younger than me, wasn't there. And I was stuck in this trailer and we were at a terrier show somewhere in upstate PA. I forget where. And I ran out of weed on like the second day or whatever. This was like a 4-day weekend or something. So I'm like, fuck, man, I ran out of pot. I was sharing it with everybody, So the lady I rolled up there with, Sally, bless her heart, she smoked them Capri Slims. They look like fucking pinner joints. They're real little, cigarettes.
Yeah, I've seen them before.
I said, Sally, I'm out of pot. I still got 2 days left here with you old hags. You better give me a pack. She's like, you sure? I'm like, if you don't, I'm gonna fucking stab somebody. she gave me a pack. That was, oh man. Jeez, that was 15 years ago, probably. Yeah, that's, well, since then I've quit for 2 months here, 6 weeks here, so I've quit here and there since then, but I made it. It was just shy of 2 years, man.
Same shit. I couldn't stop. I stopped and then start back, start back every time.
I couldn't even count. I know, Rick, I can't count the amount of times I quit smoking cigarettes. I couldn't even count.
You know, the last time that I quit, it's so easy. If you've never smoked, you won't understand this, but those that smoke will get it. It's you can get past the nicotine part of it. It's the habit part.
Right.
Because I had quit. I had been quit for, I don't know, probably 6 months. And I went to a friend's house for barbecue, and we did this about 3 times a year. A big barbecue, and then this big backyard. And after everybody left, the 4 of us, we were a couple, and then 2 couples, and the 4 of us would sit out on the back patio, and we'd drink a glass of wine. The guys would have a couple beers. We would just chit chat and visit, and till it was bedtime. And just as sure as nothing, we're just sitting back, chilled out. I had a glass of wine. We're talking. I just not even thought twice about it. I reached down and picked up the pack, and I took that first hit, and I went, son of a... I knew right then and there it was over. And I started smoking again, and without even thinking about it. So you didn't, like Susan says, we didn't actually quit. We just paused.
Hey, Susan. Well, a lot. Some people can do that, Brian, but some of us can't, man.
Yeah, I think it's the different levels of addiction or something that people have too.
I've quit snorting cocaine. I've quit shooting dope. I quit taking pills. At times, I should add that in there. At times, I quit drinking when I came out of the service, and the hardest thing I've ever had to quit was cigarettes, man. It just
Me too. I've got off pain pills easier than I had cigarettes.
Crazy.
Yeah, I used to smoke. I went to dip and snuff. Not that it's any better, but and yeah, you're right. The hardest part is not having that in your hand, not drawing off of it. And,
well, that's why you got to use these, man. A toothpick.
Yes, sir. Or something.
Yeah, I had one of these in my hand all day, and it was like.
See, the toothpicks have been helping me a lot. I chew on them constantly. When I was down with my son over the weekend, I don't smoke around him that much. I mean, I don't smoke at all in the house. I can't, but so I have to go outside. But otherwise, if we're out doing, we were doing baseball stuff all weekend, tryouts and this and that. So I had a toothpick in my mouth basically the whole weekend, and I was shocked. Like a pack of cigarettes lasted for 2 days.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I came back with cigarettes that I left with. I was like, Jesus.
Like Fred said right there, they're $10 in California, and they're about 12 or 13 in New York, which luckily here they only like 4 or 5, because of low taxes here in North Carolina on the tobacco, because tobacco's everywhere.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah,
can't afford it in some places. They said, yours was how much? You said $8 or $9 up there?
Where I'm at?
Yeah.
I get mine. I get the off-brand. Well, Mavericks. They're like $7.50. But if you go down certain places in my city sell them for like $10.50.
That's what I thought.
In Philly, they're it just depends. They're like between 8 and 10, around $10.
Wow.
Yep. New York, forget about it, man. They're like $20 a pack.
Yep. At least 20 by now. I'm sure they are.
Last time I was in Grandison, right outside Madison Square Garden, there's a little newsstand it's like built, it's permanent, this newsstand there. And last time I showed at Madison Square Garden, which was, jeez, man, over 10 years ago, they were like $12, $15, or $12, $13 at that time.
Wow.
So I've been up there since. Last time I was there, I didn't look to see how much cigarettes were, but yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like Marlboros, I think they're close to like $7. It seems like that's about it.
Yarn.
I don't know. It's insane. And Susan said I smoked 3 packs a day. By the time I quit, she said she smoked for 47 years. 3 packs a day, 60 cigarettes. How long does a cigarette burn, and how did you have time enough to actually burn 60 cigarettes? You know?
I've heard that story before. I think she was rolling her own too.
I think she smoked.
Wow.
Well, here's my theory, Sparky. I think she smoked normally, like we do, like as if it was 1 pack a day, but she just smoked 3 at a time.
Oh, maybe, yeah, that could be it. My mom used to smoke. She'd light 1 cigarette in the morning, and then she would she'd chain smoke them after that, just bunny fuck one off the other, or whatever you want to put it. She'd light one off of the other until it was time for bed.
You'd have 3 like this and go.
Right.
Like, she had to ash them like this.
Nice.
Now, also, I like smoking cigars too, so I'll probably go to smoking cigars when I quit smoking cigarettes. But I don't never, I don't inhale cigars at all. I just puff on them.
And you get the nicotine from chewing on them too, pretty good. I got a whole pile of them back here, a whole pile of cigars.
Yep. Yeah, there was an old man I knew. He didn't smoke his cigars, but he would still chew them. His wife didn't let him smoke it anymore, but he'd chew them.
Yeah,
It's probably even worse for you, you know?
My grandfather's had the cases of Phillies for years, man. Probably 40 years. He would smoke, I don't know, 10 of them a day, if not more. He'd always have his Phillies puffing on them stinky ass old man stogies.
Yeah.
My grandpa was like that. He would take one. It got down so short he couldn't hold it with a toothpick. He'd stuff it in a pipe, smoke the rest of it. Smell like somebody took the crap in the house. It stunk. I mean, it was horrible.
Oh, they stink. They do. They smell like ass.
That's what it smelled like. Somebody crapped right in the chair where he's sitting.
Wow.
That's a great movie, Fred. I've seen it more than once. Yeah.
Of course, he lived to be 93.
Come on,
Right?
Scott, you don't even know what you're saying. Backwoods. I know what you do with backwoods, Scott. I'll tell you this much. I don't understand why people smoke blunts out of backwoods because they're so fucking hard to roll. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, they're coming apart before you even get started. Them backwoods cigars falling apart.
It's a spiral cut.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to unspiral them, and you end up with a slanted strip of tobacco paper like this. Like that. It's like this. And you just do a little bit at a time, push it. I used to watch my friends roll them. I'm like, are you fucking crazy, man?
When you open the bag of them, it looked like somebody just halfway rolled them anyway to begin with.
Yeah. All limp dick and shit. I'm like, if you don't just give me a paper or a bowl and get the fuck out of my face with these backwoods shits. You know? Crazy. They love them now. Hey.
Yeah.
When I worked at the smoke shop, they come in there every day. You got the backwoods, man. Yep. There you go. Nobody nowadays, I don't think anybody smokes backwoods as a cigar. They're like the new Phillies, you know. And Phillies, that was like a 1990s thing. Anyway, people were cracking them to put weed in them. They don't do that shit no more.
Look at here, Sam.
Scooby-Doo. Hold on.
He's laid out.
There he is.
Well, he was laid out. I scared the crap out of him.
Go back, buddy. Thanks for hanging, Fred. Yeah, I'm about to get off here soon anyway. I hate blunts. I smoked a lot of blunts when I was younger, but I can't do blunts. And if you want to mix tobacco in with your weed, you do like the Dutch did and make a spliff. You know, that's what really a spliff is where they take the cones and they put a little bit of tobacco in with their weed. I don't know why. I don't think anybody really knows why. I guess there's a reason, but
Well, if you're trying to hide the weed smell, the flavors and all that stuff kind of makes sense. But if I like the glass pipe where you can just barely get as much as you want of it, you know.
yeah, I prefer a pipe or a bong really, but or cones. I like cones. You know, I like rolling raw cones. They're great.
Exactly, Brian.
You can get the pre-made little cardboard mouthpieces that you roll up into paper, make your own cones, and man, they're excellent, most excellent. You know, yeah, blunts take too much weed. Even joints take too much weed. It's the way how strong the weed is nowadays. Bongs have always been my favorite. Ice bongs, snow bongs, but I don't have any of that in my house anymore.
Yeah, with the pipe, just a couple of hits, and that stuff it got now, man. That's all you need. You lay back.
Yeah. And the bongs, man, if you've seen these bongs they got nowadays, oh my good God. They got face, I'm talking about glass, like artistic mask, devil's mask and animal mask and all these crazy stuff with all these loop-de-loops and filters and I forget what they call them, man.
I would use one like this if I was going to use one now. It looks sort of.
That's about what mine looks like. But as far as all the big bongs and all that shit goes, I've had so many over the years, and I just give them away. I throw them away. But I got a blue one that looks similar to that, Rick, and that's good for me, man. I'm a two tokes. I'm done. 2 to 3. I'm out. That's all I need.
You remember the one I showed you last year?
Nope.
It was blue, kind of like it. I dropped that sucker, broke it.
Yeah. That sucks. That reminds me, I was at a Fish concert one time. I wish Deadhead was in here because this is funny. But I was at a Fish concert one time with a bunch of my friends, and one of these peddler dudes came over to us, and I don't know, I guess we were smoking or something, and they could smell or whatever. And they're like, "Listen, look, man, I got this bowl here. It's ceramic. You can't break it. It's unbreakable." Right? And I guess he pulled the old switcheroo on us because his buddy was way down the other side of the parking lot. And he goes, "Watch this." And he whipped that bitch like you were skipping a rock across the water, you know? And it went and it flew all the way down to the other end. I mean, all the way down to this guy. And the guy picked it up and ran back over to him. He's like, "Look." And he had to pull the old sleight of hand, the old switcheroo. And he's like, "Look, no problems," right? So we're looking at it, we're like, "What the fuck? Are you kidding me? It's unbreakable." So I'm like, "Let me see that thing, man." And I took it. I didn't even smash it. I just dropped it straight down like this. And it hit that parking lot, hit the asphalt, and it shattered to 1,000 pieces.
That sucks when that happens too.
The guy was like, "Oh my God, my bowl." I'm like, "Motherfucker, you just told us it was unbreakable. Like, how can you throw it 1,000 yards and I drop it at my foot and it broke?" Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Whenever I see my buddy Stu, we still laugh about that to this day. It was hilarious.
Like the Titanic, Brian. Exactly.
Old sleight of hand. He must have threw a chunk of metal down there or something. I don't know. But that was hilarious. Hey, CG, did you hear? Remember when I brought that kratom down there? CG, you're muted. Can't hear you.
It don't show she's muted, though.
Nah.
She'll have to drop out and come back in.
CG, we can't hear you. If you can hear us. Well, I bought some kratom down in Texas.
Oh, now she's muted.
Now she's muted. Yeah. Now she's unmuted.
Say something else.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Remember when I bought that kratom down there in Texas?
Yeah.
Well, now there's going around that kratom's got salmonella in it. Been like 40 cases of it across the country.
Well, you remember the care package that Christy sent for you? It's still sitting in exactly the same spot over there on the table.
Sent it? Oh, you mean what we got at our house?
Yeah,
It's
still sitting right there where you left it. The good news is, since I'm moving in with her,
Hey, wait a minute. Who's the fucking stoner here?
it's untouched. I'm telling you, it's untouched. But I just figured it was funny because, at some point it'll make it back over there while I'm moving in. So eventually it'll got to get there, right? I just got to remember to move it before my folks come over to help me pack.
Yeah. I got to educate old Christy on the finer qualities of the Happy Smoke.
Brian says, what's kratom?
It's spelled a K and an O. Kratom, as the French say, or people trying to sound French. We say kratom. We call it crackum, actually, but kratom. It's okay. So it's a plant from Southeast Asia. It's usually grown in Bali, Indonesia, Thailand, a few other places, Malaysia, and it has these natural alkaloids in it that act as painkillers. Like they're opioids, not opiates. That's different. They're opioids. They mimic opiate properties, and people use them as painkillers. Let me say this before I should have started with this. It's a real close cousin to the coffee plant. So people drink it to wake up. It makes you sociable. Some people use it recreational. Many people use it to come off of heroin and shit like that. Look it up, Kratom, man. It's been around for a while. The FDA or whoever it is, the DEA or somebody who's been trying to make it illegal in this country.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to attack it with these salmonella outbreaks, which I would be pretty certain that it was one particular supplier with one batch that came out that got salmonella in it somehow or another. I don't know. I thought salmonella was found in eggs and chicken, like that type of shit. And this is a plant, but I don't know how that works. So
I don't know either.
I've heard of the devil's lettuce. But hey, Brian, if you want to,
Amen, Gene.
you might want to look into that, Brian. Kratom. There's a whole wealth of research out there on it. See you, Gene.
What I think is crazy, is that with the rheumatoid arthritis, technically, smoking a joint would help. It would relax the muscles. It would help with the pain. It would help with the stress. I mean, it would just greatly help my health. But I can't do it because it's not legal in Texas. Marijuana is not legal in Texas, and we have a zero tolerance screening policy at work. But I can go to the doctor and get all the pharmaceuticals that make me sick as a hell, and I can take all of them I want.
I heard that Texas was coming up for medical.
They're talking about it, but it ain't passed yet. Not that I'm aware of. If it has, I haven't heard of it yet. Do you know, Sparky?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Have you heard of whether Texas has passed medical marijuana? I know they were talking about it.
I'm not sure. That would be great. I'd like them just to make it all legal.
It'll be big news when it happens, but I haven't heard anything.
Oh, sure.
Texas,
Yeah.
Texas
I think
comes down. It's a wrap for the country.
I figured we'd be one of the first because we're Texas, because we get away with shit that most places don't.
I know, right? We have some of the more.
I'm kind of surprised that we hadn't been one of the first.
Well, I've heard that argument more than once about Texas and medical and rec weed, but this hasn't been that way.
Yeah.
You know who has some of the strictest laws in the country on weed is Montana. Vegas used to, but they changed all that. So that's by the wayside.
I mean, honestly, I think you get. I think there's more trouble, like more accidents from driving and stuff because of alcohol rather than weed.
A whole lot more.
I don't know if it's going to be different if it was ever legal, but now, I mean, if you're smoking and you're driving, you're like paranoid and you're trying not to drive too fast. You're minding your lane, this and that. When you're drunk, you just don't give a shit because you're invincible and you can beat up everything. And so you just don't give a shit, you know?
Well, you got to best believe that they've been doing massive studies in all the legal states. And in Colorado, man, DUIs are down.
Sure.
Kids smoking it and doing stupid shit is down, you know. And there's so many statistics that are down from legalization.
Right. That makes perfect sense.
Brian, in Texas, and one of the big issues that's stopping them in Texas is that under America, with medical marijuana, with a valid prescription from a doctor, it would be against the state law. They could not fire you for having it if you have a prescription unless your job position involved a position of safety or danger where it could be a danger. So me as an office manager sitting at a desk, it's no big deal. But my guys running a backhoe or working around trains, it's a big deal. So you couldn't fire them. And it's one of the big catch points is the ones that want to push this through are saying, not unless you make a way for them to keep a job. Even if you have to reposition them or retrain them in another position, you got to have something else for them to do. You can't outright fire them. And that's where the sticking point is. It's holding up Texas.
Right. And that's kind of backward. That doesn't make much sense because it's not like there's all the heavy equipment operators live in Texas. You know, they live all across the country.
Well, no, Brian was saying that in California it's legal, but his job still tests for it, and if they'll fire you for it if you get it. But then that's why Texas has not legalized it yet, medical marijuana, because that's the killing point that they're fighting over, the two sides. One says we're not going to pass it unless you allow for that, and the other says, well, that's just total BS. It's either all or nothing.
Well, what if you got a script for it? Can they still give you?
There is no scripts. You can't get a script. You still can't.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, because scripts are regulated by the FDA, or I think FD or DEA. DEA's scripts are regulated, which is a federal institution. So you can't get a prescription for medical marijuana, even if it's legal in your state. You can get a record.
Okay, sis, I got you now. I got you, sis.
And like here in my state, my brother-in-law got the script, but he can't get the stuff because it's illegal. He can't get it.
Oh, well.
Doctor gave it to him, no problem. Gave him the script.
You take the script to use.
Well, it's a recommendation,
right?
Saying you meet the criteria in this state, and we recommend that you use medical. You take that and go get your card. And usually, your card, you know, in PA now in Philly, you go down. It costs $200. Tell them what's wrong with you. They'll write you a recommendation right there, and they give you your PA medical cannabis card. And then you take that and go to the dispensary and get what you need.
Zero tolerance. I hear that. That's at a lot of places. It's here too, Brian, everywhere.
Whoa.
And PA is not. It's not zero tolerance in PA. As a matter of fact, it's being decriminalized all over.
Now, they can grow all the tobacco they want, thousands of acres everywhere, but don't grow none of that. Not that plant. This plant's okay. The one of the key is all right.
Well, I'm going to hop off here, guys, but I will say this. I think that all drugs should be legal, you know.
I do too.
You can't just make one or two legal and then leave the rest out, because if you legalize drugs, the black markets go away.
Yep. Takes that all out of it. I ain't saying they shouldn't be controlled. I just say.
Oh, 100% agree. They got to be controlled.
Yeah.
Here's a good one for you. If you legalize it and tax it, you'd wipe out the deficit.
Oh, no question.
Yes.
If pot could be the alcohol of the Civil War. You know, moonshine funded the Civil War, so pot could alone wipe out the federal deficit in probably 5 years.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, if you live in Colorado, they get dividends like Alaskan oil dividends. Colorado get cannabis dividends because they made so much damn money every year that you actually get a check back.
My daughter's getting her first one. She lives in Anchorage.
Yep.
She's been here just over a year.
Mhm.
Wow.
Crazy. But okay, guys, I gotta go. Thanks for hanging, everybody.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate you
All right,
having
Mr. Sam, thank you.
Yeah, CG, Rick, Sparky, everybody in the chat. Y'all have a good night. I'm out.
You too. Thanks for having us.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, chat room. Bye, CG and Rick.
me. Bye, Sparky.
Guys.
Y'all take care.
Yes, love you.
Night night.
Love you too, baby.